Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. Just cracked my elbow. Ow. Stop. Okay, hello. Hi. Welcome to live chat. I'm tired. So the show today, What's Makeup, almost killed me. I was up till about 2:30 in the morning editing and getting that up for you for today because that is a non-negotiable that needed to go up on time. So that is up. But the consequence of me staying up till 2:30 in the morning was that I didn't really get to prepare for chat today. So this is going to be a messy chat. I'm just letting you know. I have all the things. I just don't know what it is. So what happened was when I was doing my What's Up in Makeup research, of course, I researched for the product report. I had some things that I wanted to share. That friggin' script, man, it was like 15 pages long. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like 15 pages. I do like 13-point font, Helvetica New, single spaced. It was a long script, and I rewrote that Made by Mitchell piece 3 times. So I didn't get it. I didn't even get a look at this stuff. So I don't know. Like, I have an idea of what some of the new releases are because I have the articles open, but I haven't read them yet. So we're going to read them together. And also, if you've seen anything that has launched recently that you want to chat about, we can totally do that. But I do have some ideas of things I want to start with, mostly the Louis Vuitton makeup line that just launched. I want to read about that with you and kind of live react because I've just seen a picture like the pictures that are on the front page of these articles, and that's it. So I'm curious to know what you think. I also saw that Selena Gomez, Rare Beauty, collaborated with Tahin, which I think is very cute, but I don't know anything about it yet. So we're going to go into that. And then I have a couple other things, and then we can just talk about whatever. So good morning. Hope that you are well. Hopefully you had a good couple of weeks. Things were popping off while I was gone. Things were just popping off, and I didn't even cover everything. Like, I probably could have done another 45 minutes worth of show because I just had to say it for later. I was like, I have a folder. It literally is called What's Up in Makeup Hold for Later because I had to stop. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I'd rather that though than nothing going on. So even though some of the things going on are not great. Let's just say hello to the people that are alive in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. Teresa, good morning. Welcome to live chat, my friend. Teresa's, oh, there we go. Cats are helping me today, helping you type. Thank you, Teresa, for being here. And Steph, Audra, and Flory, thank you for being here and being our lovely moderator team. I appreciate you so, so, so much. Daniel, good morning to you. Anna, good morning. And to Monica, good morning. Carson, good morning in Alaska. I wasn't that far from you, only like, across the continent north. I wasn't that far from you. I wonder how long it would take to drive from Victoria to the Alaska border. No idea. A long time. It's very far. Good morning, Carrie. Happy Sunday to you. Good morning, Miss Lavender. Good to see you. Can't believe that summer's almost over. I know. I'm looking forward to sweater weather though. I stocked up on my hoodies this like the end of fall and early winter. Okay, so Comfort got me. Talk about marketing. You know the sweatshirt brand Comfort, COMFRT. If you haven't seen them, they make weighted like it's like heavy weighted sweatshirts. And I've always wanted one. They're like $85. And I was like, oh, I don't necessarily want to get one. They're like, we're going out of business, blah, blah, blah. Like everything's on sale. So I got a sweatshirt for like $65, which is really good for a sweatshirt. They didn't go out of business. That was last fall. They still look like they're doing great. There's so many ads. But I love my Comfort sweatshirt. I actually ended up buying another one after that because I love it so much. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to wearing it again. I also bought other sweatshirts. So many sweatshirts. I love being comfy when it's cold. I like nice snuggling up. Oh, it feels so good. Like I'm still wearing my pajama pants. I was like, pajama pants it is. Needing to be comfy. Did I say good morning to Tish? I don't think I said good morning to Tish. Good morning, Tish. I hope that you're doing well, my friend. Monica, living in Newport is a bummer because we don't have a Sephora or an Ulta. Oh my gosh. You have to travel to get to Ulta or Sephora. I missed them all. Wow. I didn't realize that. In Newport? Really? I'm shocked. Is it because it's more like small businesses and y'all don't have like the big box stuff. Is that what it is? Ginger, hello. Bok, bok, bok. Good morning to you. I did have a great vacation. Hopefully, everyone else had a good summer as well. Louise, good morning to you. Good morning, Dolphins girl. Happy to see you. If I did not say good morning to you, good morning to you. I know I didn't say good morning to a ton of people. Yeah, feedback on what's been makeup today is a little wild. It's a little wild. It's interesting. It's interesting. I really think we're leaning toward the culture of if it doesn't affect me personally, then who cares? Like, we're leaning more toward that. Like not looking out for each other. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's icky. I don't like it. A lot of that. And people just like really going after me personally. Like one person commented, they were like, why are you always just covering? So you're only, no, this is what it was. It was like, so you're only covering things that people have already talked about. Like, did you not hear I was on vacation last week and I couldn't talk about it? And I did talk about it on TikTok because that was the only thing I could do because I didn't have my laptop. It's just people are weird, man. It's weird. It's weird vibes today. Weird vibes. But I'm happy to be here with you talking about makeup. So what I've got is I've got my laptop here, and we're gonna go to this screen. Let's see. Let's go like this. No, let's go like this and make me little. Okay, and let's talk about this Louis Vuitton makeup because I've seen a lot of people talking about it. So let's look at it. Oh, yeah, because Pat McGrath was the one that was going to be working on it, which I thought was really cool. But it just kind of shows how she's separated from Pat McGrath Beauty. At least it feels that way because why would she create and work on a competitor? Does she even still own a stake in Pat McGrath Beauty? I can't remember. But Pat McGrath Beauty just does not seem to be hitting anymore like it used to, like at all. Louis Vuitton just launched Le Beauté, the fashion house's new beauty brand that's attempting to set the standard in luxury makeup. After releasing its first collection, which features lipsticks, balms, and eyeshadow, the brand unveiled a campaign to match, starring house ambassador and Squid Game star Jung Hyung. Did I say that right? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Hoyan. I'm going to say Hoyan. I think I did that wrong. And if I had realized his name was in there, I would have researched it to pronounce it properly. So I apologize. With Pat McGrath serving as creative director, Le Beauté is already making waves in the beauty space, drawing inspiration for the new eyeshadow palette. Le Beauté's first ever campaign is set in a blue desert with pink lakes, blah, 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 blah. Let's skip down. Okay. So 55 shades of lipsticks. Holy crap. 10 LV Balm lip balms, 8 LV ombre eyeshadow palettes. Wow. Okay. Lipsticks are $160 for a lipstick. The balm lip balms are also $160 and the eyeshadows are $250. Oh my gosh. This is for the people that are taking all the other people's money. I see who this is for. It's for the people who are price gouging. I get it. I get it now. The people that like price gouge. That's who this is for. Oh my gosh. Thank you for this super chat, Lizzie. I appreciate you. Jen, I watched your latest video from top to finish and I was wondering, did Malachi ever get his notebook back? I hope he did. Okay. So just to pause a second, Lizzie, thank you for the super chat. Just to pause. If you did not see this week's episode of What's Up in Makeup, it was the story with Made by Mitchell. The guy he was supposed to collaborate with left his notebook and his sketchbook that was really important to him at Mitchell's warehouse. He wanted to go back in and get it. Mitchell said, the warehouse is closed. I'll mail it to you. And he never got it shipped. So I reached out to both Mitchell and to Malachi, did not hear back from either one. I asked that question specifically because I was wondering that. I didn't hear back from either one, but I did read an article, and I don't know if this is actually what happened, but the article said that Malachi had said in one of his videos that he did not get it back and that Mitchell's team or Mitchell, somebody over there told him it was lost, which would be freaking awful. If that, like, it's bad enough that it's been 2 years and the man still hasn't gotten his property back, but they said that it was lost. So I don't know if that's true or not. That was just what I read in an article, but that's a good question. Yeah. So yeah. That's where I'm at on that. Okay, so with this, let me switch to a different window because there's another one that hopefully has some pictures. Actually, let's just Google some pictures. And hopefully this doesn't backfire on me because live Googling is actually here. Let's do this just in case, because I never know what's going to pop up on this. And I'm just going to live Google Louis Vuitton makeup images. Or is it on their website? Probably should be. Is it live? Let's see. Here we go. Oh, no. Okay, so it says, let me show you. This is their website right now that it launches tomorrow. So we will see that tomorrow. But I want to see what it looks like. Looks like other people might have been able to find screenshots. See, Harper's Bazaar. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So those are the lipsticks. Those are $160 lipsticks. I'm sorry, what? Okay. That's freaking wild. I mean, they can sell it. They will sell it. There's the eyeshadow palette, the $250 eyeshadow palette. That's something. Okay, so it looks like that's it. That's the end. So what do y'all think? I mean, there are people who are going to buy it, but it's like it's not even that cute. Like it's not like it's got something like super special. You know what I mean? Like I can see people that have an excess of wealth, that hang around other people who have an excess of wealth, that care about things like this. But see, this is the thing, is that people who have an excess of wealth, a lot of times they don't care about this stuff, like at all. Sometimes. I'm not saying everybody, because no group is a monolith, but wow. Dolphins Girl, how does anyone justify those prices? That's just ridiculous. I felt guilty when I splurged on Dior lip oil, right? Dior, like, they're just like, Dior, hold my bag. Like, wait, what? Like, it's not even that cute. Like, it looks like Pat McGrath reinvented, is what it looks like to me. Right? Let's look at the Pat McGrath lipsticks. Just so we can like compare. Okay, this is an old thing from Makeup Alley, but this is like Pat McGrath lipsticks. Didn't it kind of look like that? Oh, let me go back. No, it won't. Oh, this one. Here we go. Right? Doesn't it kind of look like that? It's got the black bottom. It's got the Louis Vuitton in the middle. It's got the gold going up. It's Pat McGrath for like how many times the price? 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 times the price? That's freaking wild, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit the microphone. Kat says the LV palettes are pretty. Lipsticks are a bit over the top. Packaging fantastic. Price is insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying that it's pretty, but yeah. That's for people who, to them, $100 is equivalent to $1 for us. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Jamie says, come on, you know they're paying for the packaging and the logo. Lipstick lesbians have mentioned that high prices are often related to packaging itself. Yeah, and it's the notoriety of the packaging, not the actual packaging. Like I can't imagine it. Maybe it's got a weight to it. Maybe they made it out of like a higher quality material so that it is actually more expensive. But it's a name brand thing. Like they've found out, that even the luxury bags, a lot of them are not made super well. It's literally just paying for the name. It's just more of the same. And it works. And that's why they do that. That's why they do it, is because it works, because people buy it. Superstar Bella says $160 is excessive. Even if people have money, max price for lipstick is $50. That's pushing it. Yeah. I mean, it's just, what is even happening? And do they have like a fuzziness? Do they have like a Am I seeing they have like a satin finish to them? It's kind of interesting. Let's go back to the eyeshadow palette. That's wild, dude. $250. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I can't wait for somebody, Michelle Wong. Hi, Michelle Wong. I can't wait for her to get her hands on one of these because she better buy one because I'm not. And see if they're actually good. Because they can't be any better than anything that already exists. I'm calling it right now. They're not any better. Because it's like we've already gotten, I feel like, to the top of what's good in eyeshadow, like what we want. It already exists. So it's not going to get better than that. Yes. Anna says, I'm waiting for Alicia Archer. She has an appointment to go to the pop-up store to swatch whatever she could. Nice. I haven't talked to her in years. I love her. All right. So that is that's what we know so far about that. Let's flick over to this one and share this tab instead. There we go. I'm getting the hang of this. Okay, so this is the Rare Beauty and Tahin collab. I hope that there's more advertising than this because I feel like, let me close this ad because it's annoying. I feel like it's not cute enough. Like this, what I'm looking at, like I can imagine like a really cool commercial to go with this, where they're like, putting it on mixed drinks and, they're all the things people put tahini on, right? Like the rim of a drink and like putting it on candy and all the things that and of course all the original things that tahini was used for. But yeah, okay, so let's read it. Rare Beauty, founded by Selena Gomez, an iconic seasoning brand, Tahin, are launching the Rare and Tahin Cheek and Lip Set, limited edition beauty collection that adds a bold pop of color to your makeup routine with Tahin-inspired hues. These two fan favorite brands, known for bringing bold flavor and vibrant color to everyday life, are joining forces for an unexpected and vibrant collaboration. Selena Gomez said this collab is a celebration of what makes us unique, our culture, our energy, and the moments that bring us together. Just like Tahin, these shades bring boldness, warmth, and a spark of joy to every occasion. I think this is a great collab. I think that it matches very well. Inspired by the iconic colors of Tahin Classico seasoning and Tahin Chamoy sauce, the vibrant set includes 2 Rare Beauty full-size soft pinch liquid blush and luminizing lip gloss. So there's that. And then there's this one. It's the same. See, these pictures are cute. That's what I was looking for. Oh, I'm not showing the right thing. Share this tab instead. That was what I was trying to do. These pictures are really cute. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was hoping they had. So, saying the same thing pretty much. Yeah, referencing her own Mexican heritage. I love this collab. This is really cute. That's adorable. What are y'all saying? Did I know that Selena Gomez did a collaboration with Oreo? I did not. I will have to check it out. And the blush is gorgeous. I agree, KSB. The blush is gorgeous. Hidden Green says, is the Heen one a lip plumper since it's spicy? I don't know. That seems like it would work. I don't think so, but it would be smart. That would be smart. Danny says, personally, I don't think Tahini and Rare Beauty work color-wise, but it will sell well. Really? You think? I think it's a beautiful color. Yeah, absolutely. Selena did a good job promoting the collection. She made interesting ads for TikTok. Oh, cool. I would play them, but I don't know. I haven't watched them yet, and I get scared. Now I want tahini with pineapple. Yes, me too. Me too. Doesn't it look good? Looks really good. Selena's Oreo. Oh yeah, Selena did. Oh, you know what's so funny? I saw them in Canada. They have a bunch of like specialty in like the downtown Victoria area. They have a bunch of like little specialty candy shops and things like that. And I saw a bag of the Selena Gomez Oreos. I should have taken a picture of it. See, that makes sense. Just things are not clicking in all the places they're supposed to click. Is this site international? Hype Bay? I don't know. I'm not sure. That you're talking about, right? Maybe, possibly. Okay, let me look and see. Okay. I'm gonna run out of things to talk about. Okay. Close that. That's another one on the Louis Vuitton thing. Let me see if there's anything else in this article. Oh, there's another picture in this article. So this, okay. Here, this is another call. In fairness, the La Beauté Louis Vuitton, the beauty line's official name packaging looks great. See the main image and exactly what Louis Vuitton beauty consumer desires. Oh, they're just showing the Louboutin. So that's who they're competing with is Louboutin. But Louboutin looks like this. I feel like that's a different. That looks like it's like different. Gives that like old cigarette holder vibe kind of situation. And there's the oh, that's Celine. There's 62 pounds. So they're just comparing it to other things. So Louis Vuitton, 120 pounds, because the industry is a British website. Louboutin is 84 pounds. I don't know how to say that. Dries Van Noten, I probably butchered that. 66 pounds. Brits, you can roast me. It's fine. Hermes, 65 pounds. Celine, 62 pounds. Tom Ford, 49. Chanel, 42. Dior, 41. Prada, 40. And YSL, 38. So that's an interesting comparison. I'm glad that they did that. That's cool. Okay. So the last thing I had, we're only 22 minutes in. The last thing I had, oh no, I have two more things. Two more things. Let's switch this one. So I thought this was interesting. ESW Beauty and Liquid Death sheet masks are designed to attract attention. Liquid Death sheet masks. Liquid Death, the beverage that made it cool to drink just water in a bar, now wants to help consumers hydrate their skin. In collaboration with ESW Beauty, the brand has launched a limited edition face mask collection. The new ESW and Liquid Death sheet masks are made from compostable material, blah, 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 blah. So flavors are mountain water hydrating face masks, severed lime revitalizing face mask, and mango chainsaw blemish control face mask. So Liquid Death packaging does attract attention. I'll give them that. ESW and Liquid Death sheet masks are available on the ESW Beauty site while supplies last. And this was published August 21st, so that's just 3 days ago. So they may still be available. But let's check it out. That's kind of cute. Honestly, I don't use sheet masks, but that's kind of cute. Anna says Business Fashion has a bar graph showing the price differences between the different brands with high price tags on the lipsticks. So interesting. I have a subscription to Business of Fashion, and it's part of the terms of service that I can't like show things that are behind a paywall. So I'm scared to go to Business of Fashion because I don't want to like. I'm such a rule follower. I know I'm such a rule. Like I'm scared to like show their website because I don't want to like violate the terms of service and not be able to like access. I guess I could always go in an incognito window. But anyway, I like following the rules. I don't like, I like following the rules. I think the rules are there for a reason a lot of times. Yeah, they're shaped like cans. Aren't they cute? Jessica says, I came in late, but I don't like Liquid Death. It literally tastes like aluminum. I think I've tried it and it was just okay. Danny says, isn't Liquid Death just flavored water? It is. I mean, it's definitely on brand, but there's so much on the market already. I don't know who this would be for. I think it's just people that like the brand and buy the products and think that it's cute, I guess. I don't know. Because the whole point of Liquid Death was so that people who were not drinking alcohol would be able to carry a cool can in the bars and feel like they're not being pressured to drink. Because that pressure that people put on people to drink in bars is so real. It's so real. Like, why don't you have a shot with me? Come on, drink with me, blah, blah, blah. And if you're like, if you have an addiction, it's so difficult. So like holding a can like that can really just mentally just make things so much easier. So that was kind of the point of the branding of it. Now there's a bunch of non-alcoholic companies that have branding that looks like a fun can, but it's non-alcoholic. So I love the concept of it. So, um, Interesting. So Sophia says liquid death is a focus on death to plastic. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, so one more thing. That was one. And then let's see. This one. This is the last one. And it's about Pattern Beauty. Pattern Beauty is expanding into the body care category. That is the wrong scroll. Okay. Pattern Beauty, founded by Tracy Ellis Ross, is launching its first body care products. The 5 product line is said to provide super hydration and tap into the skin's natural radiance with clean ingredients. Not to mention, clean ingredients, but whatever. Not to mention, all 5 new products are infused with Pattern Beauty's signature Midnight Amber fragrance, a genderless, citrusy floral. Their stuff does smell really good. For Ross, the launch is more than just body products. It's about prioritizing self-care and all the joy that comes with caring for your body. There is an inner radiance and the self-love that is embodied in caring for ourselves. I want you to be able to use these products and remember who you are. Pattern Body invites you to honor your skin with every swipe of scrub, wash, or oil, lotion, and cream that you put on yourself, the actor says in a press release. Additionally, Ross says that the body products are anchored in her own personal routine. I think this is such a smart idea. Such a smart idea. Oh my gosh. Like, talk about knowing your audience, knowing your brand. Like, this is perfect. I think this is a perfect expansion for Pattern Beauty. 100%. I have one curl product from Pattern Beauty. It's the only curl product I use, and I love it. Like, because I don't have my hair curly that often. My hair is curly naturally, but I always straighten it. There's a few videos you can see in the thumbnail of my hair, like with my natural curls, but I don't. My curl pattern is kind of uneven and it's weird, so I don't leave my hair like that very often. But yeah, I the only curl product I own is Pattern Beauty, and it's fantastic. But I do feel like, this is something that could extend to even more people, because I do feel like rightfully Pattern Beauty hair does cater more toward, curly hair. And a lot of people don't have that hair type. I mean, there are some products for other hair types, but for the most part, a lot of it is for their target audience, which is people with really curly hair. So this would extend their brand beyond that to even more people. And yeah, I think that it's super, super freaking smart. Yeah, she's Diana Ross's daughter. Oh, who's Diana Ross? Wait, is she? She is, isn't she? Tracy Ellis Ross is Diana Ross's daughter. Yeah, took me a second. Yeah, Danny says, love the packaging. It's a good expansion. I think this line works well for her. And isn't it owned by Elf though? I don't think so. I think you're thinking about, no, that's Keys Soul Care. It's not Pattern Beauty. I forget who Pattern Beauty is owned by. Let me look that up. I think Tracy Ellis Ross is the founder and CEO and majority owner of Pattern Beauty. She partnered with brand incubator Beach House Group. And she's a co-CEO with another person. So I thought it was somebody else. So yes, they're considered Black. Is it Black owned? Yes, Pattern Beauty is Black owned because it's a Black founded company, and Tracy Ellis Ross is the majority owner of the company. So there you go. No, they are not owned by Elf, but that's a good question. I'm curious how the Elf thing is going to work out for Rhode now that Rhode just sold to Elf. How that's going to work out. I mean, based on the comments on my video, there's a lot of people that just don't care. I was shocked. I was shocked that people that watch my videos did not care about the Elf Matt Rife collaboration. Like, so many people are like, I'm tired of this, blah, blah, blah. Like, maybe it's just YouTube is pushing it out to different people, but typically the first people that come into my audience, into my videos, are people that are subscribed and people that watch my videos. It gets pushed out to them first and then other people. So I was really surprised to see so many people just being really dismissive of Matt Rife and his domestic violence jokes and the racist jokes, and like what I believed, I don't like, it's not my place to say whether it's racist or not, but it felt real racist to me. Like, It was awful, like, the joke that I put up in today's show, like, I was like, "Ugh." But it's just I feel like there are just more and more people that are okay with, like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal," when there's no way for people to know. Like, if you've never been affected by domestic violence, who are you to say that a domestic violence joke is not a big deal? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm really curious what's gonna happen with Road. Really curious whether this is just gonna blow over or whether yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm like, I was real disturbed reading through the comments before I came on chat. I was like, "What? Y'all really? That's where we're at? It's not a big deal? We're there?" Like, I get other people are there, but we're there? Okay, alright. Anyway, that's all I got for you. That's it. That's all I got. And we got 30 minutes left, so let's take a little bit of a break. Let's talk about what's on my face today. I did get a bunch of PR while I was gone. I got a lovely box from Glaminatrix. I had done that story. And Glaminatrix, we had talked about after the story was over. She said that she wanted to send me over some products, and I've always wanted to try Glaminatrix. Well, not always. Hold on a minute. Let me rewind. I'm tired. When I found out about Glaminatrix and when I saw their products, I was like, "Oh, I would like to try those," but I just hadn't gotten there yet. Lots of stuff going on, so I hadn't ordered anything, and now Glaminatrix, because of the tariffs, I think I read that they're not going to be shipping to the US anymore, which really, really freaking sucks, at least while, all the tariffs are going on. So, but they did send me over a really nice box of some of their stuff. But this is not sponsored. They've never paid me any money for anything because I know people are weird. Like, oh, you only stood up for them because they were going to send you free makeup because that makes zero sense. Anyway, can you tell I'm off my game today because I'm like, Glaminatrix sent me this. This is the Barely Basic palette. This is what I wore for What's Up in Makeup. This is what I'm wearing today. I use the shade Follow here, and then also the shade Leggings here. Oh, and a little bit of Like. And then for What's Up in Makeup, I used, I believe, Hashtag was the shade that I used, and these are pretty. Let me just show you what I used today to make this look so you can see. So these are the 3 shades that I used. So that's what we're dealing with there. Just really, really pretty, really creamy. And then they sent over this blush, and this is where I feel like this is really nice. It kind of reminds me of the One Size Patrick Ta kind of format. You have a cream and a powder here. This is in the shade, excuse me, Muted Mocha. And this is what I wore today and yesterday. I pretty much tried to recreate my look a little bit from yesterday because I really like it a lot. This cream blush is freaking beautiful. I love it. I didn't use the powder today, but I used it yesterday. And then for my lips, I got this really fun PR box from Milani. I should have gotten it. I should have gotten it and brought it down. I'm going to text my husband to bring it to me. Oh, he has his notification silenced. Will you bring me my Milani box? And I'm going to notify him anyway. So Milani sent this really cute fall PR box over, and this is one of the drawers of the lip liners. And I used this lip liner today. I used it again for What's Up in Makeup as well. This is the shade Hot Shot. And I have a feeling this is one of the only ones I'm going to like. I opened this one up and it was too light. This is the shade Go All Pout. And this, and I just put like a gloss on. I think I used a Too Faced gloss, just like a clear gloss with it. And I love this. I also used their brow gel. I do not like this one as much as my Typology. I do sponsor videos for Typology. They send it to me in PR, but I do not profit from the sale of anything from this video. So this is the Milani one. Now I like the little wands, but the formula is too thick. The formula is too thick. It clumps up. And it is difficult to work with. It's a little dry, it's a little thick, and I had to it's not very user friendly because it goes on so thick and it's just clumpy. It's not good, unfortunately. It's not good, in my opinion. I don't really like it. So, the lip liners are spicy, but the spiciness goes away relatively fast. I would say within 5 minutes. So I don't mind that. What I don't like is when it lasts a really long time, like the lip glosses that were included in that. But I do like the lip liner a lot. It's very nice. It's just a little bit spicy. It's the Keep It Full Plumping Lip Liner. So hopefully John will bring me down my Milani box so I can show you. But that's all I have for now. So we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about at this point because we got 24 minutes left. And I ran out of stuff. Hi, Lenegs. Lenegs says the media is that a comedian. The media is that a comedian. I don't take what he says too serious, and that's from someone who's gone through abuse. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's one of those things where people have to individually draw their own lines, right? This is just my opinion. People have to individually draw their own lines, and I'm not telling anybody else how to feel, right? Like if you still want to support Elf, you should go support Elf. Like do what you want to do. That's your business, right? But at the same time, I don't like the dismissal of other people's feelings that I'm seeing, where people are saying that you shouldn't be offended by it. Like other people shouldn't be offended by it. Like dictating what people should and shouldn't be offended by. I'm not telling anybody to be offended. Like that's not my place. I can say I didn't like it. I can say I thought it was in poor taste and that I do not see myself supporting Elf in the near future. But that's my personal choice. I don't like the dictating to other people, and I feel like when somebody says, "You shouldn't be offended," that's to me just as bad as what people are arguing against, telling people they should be offended. You know what I mean? Like, why don't we just all stay in our own things, express our opinions, tell people how we feel, but stop dictating how other people should feel, you know? That's just mhm. Hidden Green. Jen, if you don't mind me, if you don't mind, wait, if you don't mind, do you think you will cover the Mac manger in Lax Airport firing story in the future? I have no idea what you're talking about. In LAX airport. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I mean, I can look it up after chat. Mac manger in LAX airport firing story. No idea. So sorry. Yes, the Elf story is in this morning's Makeup News. Elf collaborated, if you don't know what we're talking about, Elf collaborated with a comedian named Matt Rife, who in a Netflix special in 2023 made a joke about domestic violence and got a lot of backlash for it. And then when they collaborated for a commercial with Matt, Elf collaborated for a commercial with Matt. People were very upset because his style of comedy doesn't match up with who Elf has presented themselves to be as a company. And I tried really hard and I stressed this so hard, but people I don't think got that far where I was like, it's not really about in that situation whether you're offended by Matt or not offended by Matt. That's not obviously a lot of people love him. He has millions of followers. A lot of people enjoy his comedy. If people didn't enjoy his comedy, he wouldn't have millions of followers and millions of likes on his stuff, right? Same thing with James Charles. If people didn't like James Charles, he wouldn't get millions of views and he would be gone. If people love James Charles. People love Jeffree Star. People love Matt Rife, right? It's just the way that it is. But that wasn't the point. The point is that Matt Rife's comedy does not match up to who Elf has presented themselves to be over the years. Elf has presented themselves to be very inclusive, pushing DEI within their own companies, crediting diversity, equity, and inclusion for the success of their company, not just saying that it's the right thing to do, but saying the reason why they're successful is because of the diversity that they have in their upper levels of their company, right? Partnering with Amanda Wynn, who is a SA survivor. She So partnering with Matt Rife is just very contradictory to that. And it's a clear, in my opinion, it is a clear case of not knowing your core audience. However, what I'm seeing this morning is that we are turning so hard toward not caring about each other that maybe they do know their audience. And that makes me really sad. It makes me really sad. It's disheartening. Yeah, Leneg says, yes, Jen, we should be able to express ourselves. We should be able to talk it out as well. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We should be able to talk it out and have a conversation about it. And that's what this is all about. And yeah, and you have an absolute right not to be offended. Like, that's up to you. Like, that's nothing to do with me. Like, you have a right. And we can disagree. And that's why we're having this conversation, is because we can disagree. Anna says, is this Elf going into the villain era after being the golden kid for the last 26 quarters? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Lynn says, so many companies are less than squeaky clean. Are we going to boycott all of those too? I think that's up to the individual person. I mean, I think that when it comes down to it, everybody has to decide where their line is, right? So I think that some people were given the impression that when there's a public calling for a boycott, that is a mandate for everybody to follow that boycott. And that's not true. That's not real. Nobody should be telling you who to boycott, period. Right? So each individual person has to decide, number one, how much are you going to look into these companies to decide who you should and shouldn't be buying from? And number two, what is your line? Where's your line in what's okay and what's not okay? So saying so many companies are less than squeaky clean, you're 100% right. Are we going to boycott those too? That's up to you. I can't answer that for you. I can answer it for me, but I can't answer it for you. Jan says, have they said anything about removing the ads? It looks like they will not be removing the ads. They're still up everywhere. They're not going to remove them. There's no reason for them to do that. In my opinion, they won't remove them. They have given no indication that they will. Vanilla Lux says, I have to admit, I did not watch the video because neither Elf nor the guy are relevant to me. Fair. Just so you know, for What's Up in Makeup, there's a lot of stories in there. So what I would recommend, if you aren't interested in that story, is click and then look at the timestamps and see if any of the other stories are of interest to you. Because there may be something else in there. That's only the first like 15 minutes of the show. And it's like an hour and 20-minute show. So there may be something else in there. It's satire. What is satire? Which thing? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think that Matt Rife's comedy is satire, though. I think that the joke that Elf was making in the commercial was satire, 100%. It's joking about law firms, like old law commercials and stuff like that. But the domestic violence thing, I don't think was satire. It was just a joke. It was just a joke thing. So let me scroll down because I'm behind. Yeah, rage baiting is a crappy tactic, Jamie. Angie says, I'm guessing they have contracts and legally can't remove them, just a guess. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. Elizabeth says, I was also bothered by the fact that their apology was them saying, we hear you, but we don't care. Yeah, it definitely was not an apology. I don't know if it was even meant to be an apology. There's nothing in there that's even close to an apology. I don't think that that's what it was. I think it was an acknowledgement, like you're saying. We hear you, but we don't care. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And that's their right. They have a right to do that. And then people have an individual right to react however they choose. Anna says, it killed me that I needed something at Target. They have my new favorite leggings and I bought before the DEI rollback. So I've said this before in live chat, where I land on Target is you have to understand how special Target has been to me. I've said this story before. I'm so sorry if you've heard it a bunch of times, but when I was right after I had J4, I was not working because I was home on maternity leave. And I was on maternity leave for a year with him. And I was so depressed. I was a complete mess. And I asked John, I was like, I need to go. Can you watch the kids? Because like Phoenix was 3,
John was a newborn. I said, "Can you watch the kids? I have to go." And went to Target and I cried. I was so happy to be there by myself with the cart doing what I wanted to do. So Target's always been like, since then, Target's been a really special place for me, right? So I went to Target before the DI rollback. I went to Target once a week, once every 2 weeks, and I would spend because I would go there the day I went grocery shopping. So I would go to Target first because I didn't get as many groceries at Target. I would go to Target first. On a warm day, I would even bring a cold bag so I could get cold stuff and put it in my cold bag from Target before I headed over to my grocery store. So I would spend $100, $150 a week at Target, mostly on groceries, and a couple little things here and there. You know how Target goes. And then I would go grocery shopping and pick up the rest. Since the DI rollback, I've gone to Target, I think 3 times because there were specific things I needed. Like, it was basically either Target or Amazon. So it's like, things that I needed that only Target sold. So I went to Target and I've spent probably since the DI rollback, maybe $100, $150 in how long's it been? A year? So I see that as a boycott because I needed some things and it's significantly less than what I've spent. So I admit that I have not fully boycotted Target because I have gone just a few times for very specific things, but I also didn't shop when I was there. I went in, I got the item that I wanted, and then I left. I didn't buy anything but that item that I needed. And I feel like that's the thing for me. That was where I drew the line. Was if I can only get it at Target, that's the only thing I get, and then I leave. And that's significantly less than what I was spending before. So that's just me being honest. So and the thing is even if you shop at Target, you choose to do that, you have a right to do that. That's your choice. Like I don't want to tell you what to do. You know what I mean? So Kim says, look, negative or positive reactions about the commercial makes us all talking about it. They're getting attention either way. 100%. 100%. PJ, companies who rage bait are usually ones that aren't relevant and trying to get a buzz happening around them. Elf didn't have to do that. The revenue was up double digits every quarter. Yeah. I think that they just see our landscape changing. It's the opposite of what happened in 2020 with Black Lives Matter and, the death of George Floyd. And, it's the exact opposite. It's the opposite swing is what's happening. And they're just going that direction. So they're not people. They're a brand. And they just have to go where the money is. And the money right now is people that don't care. So yeah, James says, I work at Amazon. We're still getting tons of elf cosmetic orders. I would imagine. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. All I can do is worry about myself and just tell y'all how I feel. I got my little makeup news show. I tell y'all what's going on, and then you can decide what you want to do. So anyway, okay, Susan says, regarding the Matt Rife elf ad, it's just weird and off. But regarding him as a comedian, I personally, being a survivor of domestic violence, sometimes if you don't laugh, you cry. That's an interesting point. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that. Marriott says, I will say the Matt Rife joke was an awful taste, but let's be real. He is not the first stand-up to make jokes about domestic violence. Absolutely. You can't call out one, but not the others. I absolutely cannot call out the others if I don't want to. Don't tell me what to do. I don't think that it would be a good use of our time for me to research and make a list of all comedians that have made domestic violence jokes. The reason why I called this one out and not the other ones is because the other ones didn't collaborate with a makeup brand. So that's the point. That's why. So I strongly disagree with that last sentence. Hi, Audra. I'm going to go visit Audra in like a week. a little over a week. I'm going to go visit Audra and we're going to hang out. I already bought my plane ticket. I got my hotel. Audra's going to pick me up. We're going to hang out. I'm so excited. So let us talk. Did you all see the Made by Mitchell story? We have, is that too deep? That's probably too deep to go into in the last 10 minutes. In the last 10 minutes of the show is probably too deep to go into. What else could we chat about? Yeah, Jamie says, I have a similar boycott with Amazon, Jen. I used to have Amazon coming every other day. Now I only buy from them if I can't find it elsewhere. I try really hard and am down maybe once a month. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that it's like, for me personally, and Jamie, it seems like we're on the same page here. It's like, if I have a choice just to buy from a brand that I feel is more aligned with me, I will choose that brand. And I try to look into it, like even like gas stations. Like gas stations is so disheartening. Like I was like Googling, like, where should I go get gas? Because a lot of times I have a bunch of choices. So if I have a choice, where should I go? I don't mind spending an extra 2 cents per gallon if the gas station isn't supporting genocide. You know what I mean? Like, but girl, they're all bad. They're all bad. It's a weird time. It's a real weird time here in the United States. It's real weird. It's real weird. So, yes, we can say rest in peace, Sharon Shooter. That broke me, dude. Like that broke me. Like I started almost, I was getting choked up when in this Peace and Live chat. Like I was telling John, I was like, there's very few people in the beauty industry because of all the BS. There's very few people in the beauty industry that I look up to. Sharon Shooter is one of those people. She was different. Sharon Shooter was different in that, yes, she was a businesswoman. Yes, she wanted to make money with her brand, but she always stuck to those core values. And that was what was leading her. That was always what was pushing her forward, and probably why she didn't delegate enough. And she wanted it to be everything for everybody. And she worked so hard to make that happen. And then it just, Alma Beauty just got pulled out from under her. You know, they defaulted on their loan. It got pulled out from under her. And, you know, it's just such a sad story what happened to Alma Beauty. I covered it here on What's Up in Makeup when everything was going down. But I'm so sad that she's gone. Like I'm just gutted, absolutely gutted. I found out from on Threads. I was about to go to sleep and I was scrolling Threads and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, no. So we don't know. Chantel said what happened to her. I still need to watch her video. So we don't know yet. People Magazine is reporting that she was found on a patio. And that's all they're saying, that they're still investigating what actually happened. So we might find out eventually, but we don't know what happened to her. So really, really sad. Just terrible story. Just was not something I like. She's 38. Way too young. Way too young. You know, I know we say that all the time, not that older people, you know what I mean? We always say way too young, but really 38 is just, but yeah. She was a remarkable woman and she will be missed. Absolutely. So just a quick thing, the Made by Mitchell situation, that was the other big story. I'll just jump into it real quick. Essentially, Mitchell had a contest, and the contest was to create a collection with him. A guy named Malachi won. He met with Malachi. They said it was going to be a 10 to 15 piece collection. And for 2 years, they have been just horrible as far as getting this done with him, just leading him on, switching things around. He's had to chase the entire time, like trying to get this done. And they said it was going to be life-changing for him. He's on disability and he's a small influencer, and he wanted this life-changing opportunity as anyone would. And it was promised to him. And the Made by Mitchell team just did not take it seriously. He won this prize and they did not take it seriously. They did not prioritize him. They did not try to make it happen. They did everything I could, in my opinion. In my opinion, they did everything they could to make it not happen. Like actually. So yeah, it was very disappointing to see. And I couldn't even tell the whole story. The piece is like 30 minutes long. And even in that, I feel like I didn't do it justice because there was so much more. There's an unlisted link under the video description where you can see most of the clips. They've all been deleted at this point, but most of the clips. Lanegs wants me to check out his last post. There we go. Lineg says that was discussing what Mitchell and his team did to that creator. Us small creators need to wake up or become a little more smarter when it comes to doing business with these brands. Yeah. And one of the big criticisms and Malachi, the winner, one of the big things that he even said about himself is he should have pushed for that contract earlier. But I can see why he didn't, because, being a fan of Made by Mitchell, being a fan of Mitchell himself, not wanting to ruin this opportunity, not wanting to be pushy, not wanting to get in the bad graces of the brand, not wanting to ruin the opportunity because he didn't have a contract. I can see why he didn't push for it. But there really should have been a contract right up front, and there wasn't. And that was the big issue. And the fact that Malachi just kept sharing his ideas with the company without a contract, I can see why he did it, but you're absolutely right. That it probably, and Malachi even says that he should have been smarter about it. It just messed up. It never should have happened. He shouldn't have had to do that. It's not his fault. It's Mitchell's fault, and it's the team's fault. And Mitchell just comes off as just one of those arrogant influencers. Like, I've seen it so many times. He's one of those, like there's so many of them, a lot of them, like the biggest ones, a lot of them. They're all like that. They're all so arrogant. And they've been like that since the beginning. They've been like that. I remember this one time. I think I've told this story before. I was with John, and this is like 2015, right? And some of the bigger influencers of the time we were all staying at this hotel for, I think it was IMATS. And we were all at this hotel, and the rooftop bar, Inc. 48, the rooftop bar, super cute, whole group of female influencers there. Amanda Ensing was one of them. I won't tell you who else was there, but Amanda Ensing was one of them. And we went up, and I said, introduced myself. And I said, I make beauty content too. It's so great to meet you all, blah, 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 blah. The way they snubbed their nose at me. Oh my gosh. And I wasn't like fangirling over them. I was like, hey, I recognize you because I watched your videos, like I make content too. I'm going to IMATS too, blah, blah, blah. They would not talk to me. You know who talked to us? Amanda Ensing's boyfriend. We talked to Amanda Ensing's boyfriend, Adam, for like an hour. He was the nicest guy. So, like, they've been like this forever, is my point. So, hearing that Mitchell is like that does not surprise me because remember, he used to be friends with Jeffree Star. There are a bunch of videos of him with Jeffree Star. So, I'm really not surprised. Not surprised at all that he's like this. I was hoping he wasn't, but yeah. Hidden Grace says, Jen, so sorry for misspelling manager. That will now live rent free in my mind. Also, an artist losing your sketchbook is devastating, and it's hard to replicate the emotions and time you put in. 100%. I'll have to go back and re-listen and figure out what you're talking about so I can go look it up. I'll figure it out. I just really want to understand. That's why I spend so much time on it, because I just really want to understand, because I care, because I genuinely care. So yeah. And she says 2025 can kick rocks, in my opinion. We as a whole have lost so many. That's what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. We as a whole have lost so many. Me personally, I've lost 8 people this year. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Angie. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so influencers, a lot of them are mean, just so you know. A lot of them are not nice people. If you can't give them something, they don't care about you. Like Manny being called a social climber, like that's what they all do. They all do that. That's why it was so weird what Manny got called out for, because it's like literally all of them do that. So they only care about you unless you can give them something. So yeah. And I went to enough events to see it in action, in person, live. Hi, Mel. Mel said it looks like you had an amazing time on your trip. Thank you. I did. We had a fantastic time. We went to Vancouver Island. We stayed in the Victoria area. So, like the furthest north, we went to Souk on the west side. And then we went to Nanaimo, which I think is on the east side, if I remember my geography right. I think that's where we went up the island on both sides. But my friend that was with me that's in the montage, my friend with the blonde hair, she's like one of my very, very best friends that I've been friends with since teaching. When I go to ukulele practice, I go over her house. That's my friend Mary Lynn. So Mary Lynn was there and she went all the way to Tofino, which I can't wait to see her pictures. I didn't get that far. But if you get a chance to go to Vancouver Island and visit, like nobody knows what I'm talking about when I say Vancouver Island. They think I'm talking about Vancouver. It's not Vancouver. Vancouver is across the water. Vancouver Island. It's incredible there. It's so incredible. Highly, highly recommended. The people are so nice. Like y'all, the way people are so nice. Like I'm talking about waitresses. I'm talking about the people that work in the mall. I'm talking about the people that run the tours. I'm talking about the people that work at all the businesses. Like everybody is so nice. The customers are nice. Everybody's polite. Who'da thunk it? People are so nice there. It's kind of wild. And it sucks that this is not normal. It really sucks. But Canada, I love you. I love you, Canada. Oh my gosh, Bulk Bin. I have to tell you about Bulk Bin, Bulk Barn. Bulk Barn. We found a new love. Okay, so they have a store called Bulk Barn, right? And it's basically like when you go in a grocery store and they have like the bulk section and you can scoop stuff out, but they have so many different things. They have like spices and they have noodles and they have crackers and they have all kinds of coconut and they have trail mix and candy and like so much stuff. They had macaroni and cheese powder that you can like, you scoop it into a bag and you buy. Guess where we got all of our plain snacks? At Bulk Barn. We're like obsessed with Bulk Barn. Obsessed. So if you know what I'm talking about, we love Bulk Barn. We got coupons. We saved the coupons so we can have a fond memory of Bulk Barn. It's such a dumb thing to love. We don't have anything like that here. Because in the US, we would like contaminate that so bad. It'd be bad if we had that here, I think. I don't think we'd be able to handle it. Freaking love Bulk Barn. It's so good. Kirsten says, oh my God, I miss Bulk Barn so much. I used to visit Nana in Ontario before we had to move her in with us in the US. That was our favorite stop. It's so good. Anyway, I got to go. It's 2 minutes over. Thank you so much for being here in live chat. I hope you enjoyed it. This week, I have no plans to do a Friday video. You never know if something's going to pop up, but I'm working on my next deep dive this week. And What's Up in Makeup's going to be normal. The following week, everything's going to be normal because oh, okay. All right. Teresa's clarifying for me what the thing was that we were talking about that I didn't know we were talking about. Teresa says, I think she was talking about the Mac manager getting fired for revealing airport secrets. Yes, I saw a clip of that. Thank you for bringing that back to my attention. I will look into that and look for that for next week. I hope that I remember to do that because my short-term memory is atrocious. But thank you so much, Teresa, for texting me that. Like thank you. And thank you to the person that had put that in there that I did not understand it. Okay, so back to the schedule. So next week is normal. Friday video probably won't happen, but What's Up in Make will be normal. The next week, I purposely plan my visit with Audra to be during the days that I normally work on Friday videos. So What's Up in Makeup should be normal. The following week, I'm doing Creators and Friends in New York, in Catskills. So, but What's Up in Makeup should still be normal because I am coming back in time to do that. Oh no, wait. I'm coming back on Friday. So I may be able to do like no, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do What's Up in Makeup that week because I'm gonna be gone all week. I take the train to New York on the 8th and I come back on the 5th. Probably won't be a What's Up in Makeup the 14th. That sucks. Maybe we'll still do live chat though. We should still do live chat. And then everything is normal. I think that's it. I think that's all I have scheduled. Okay. Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day, Cherry Garcia. And I will see you. You're just listening. That's the name of the person I just clicked on. Thank you all so much. Mad love to you. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.